Hey, what's up guys? Jacob here, back with another video. This video I'm going to be going over the Birdie versus Guile matchup at a kind of basic, I guess, level. But I do also want to bring up this replay as well first to like go over this matchup. So the things that I noticed with this Guile player was that he was not punishing a lot of stuff that I was doing. So that's the first thing I noticed. And the thing was that usually I go into the match expecting the player to know what to do, so I don't really go for a lot of risky stuff. But once I know that a player does not know how to punish things, doesn't know really much of what to do, I'm kind of just gonna do whatever. You see right there, there's a good example. How do I pause it? Okay. So after I do this, if I go into slide, I am -6. I'm -6 after this. Every time I'm gonna be -6. Guile, I believe, has a 6-frame crouch and medium punch, so you can get a free punish off of this situation every single time. If I go for this slide, I get punished. And literally half of the characters in this game can punish this with a 6-frame move. A lot of characters can punish this. And the problem is that a lot of players don't know the matchup, so they just get blown up. See, he jumped because he didn't know what to do, so he just jumped to try to get the cross up. Maybe he kind of knew, but he didn't want to go for the punish, and he just went for the cross up to try to get me into the corner. He activated, got the grab off the activation. I reversed it because I don't want to hold anything. Okay, through again. I went for the air recover. Didn't work. Caught him dashing up. See, you know that someone's kind of running out of options when they're dashing up or jumping in, and they get impatient. That's a good sign on your end that you're getting frustration, so you're able to punish them for it. But yeah, mostly the reason why that's happening because he's probably just frustrated in a lot of situations and stuff. Okay. And here I just read the DP that was gonna come out. I think he was thinking about doing it when I was doing the block string because I did the medium headbutt. So he went for it because he don't want to guess too. Right. Another thing to note: bull slide is very good against Guile. Besides that situational stuff, in footsies, bull slide is amazing against Guile. Besides, like when you're doing it in certain situations, I'll go over that. Bull slide is amazing. It beats the V skill. It does a lot. I'll go over that though. Okay, now he's adjusting to some of the stuff I was doing and countering it. Right. Alright, see, he keeps going for a jab into back fierce. You like doing that. So that's an armor opportunity. Alright, that was a bad flash kick. Or not necessarily, but he didn't need to do that, I guess. I think he just wants me in the corner. I think that's the problem. He figured I was going to press a button to trade there. That's 0 on block. Birdie stand heavy kick. We both have 4 frames, so we will trade at most. But if he flash kick, then obviously beat me out there. Alright. Alright, he didn't punish that. I went for this. That's bad to do. I autopilot that a lot. Well, especially if I know a player doesn't know what to do, I'm just going to spam that. You know? The thing is though, it's bad for me because then I get a bad muscle memory. I build up a bad habit and I start doing that against players that know how to counter that, and I get punished. So that's definitely annoying. But yeah, I'll go over that too. And I feel like I'm helping Guile players out more. But yeah, I try to get over it there. Right there, yeah, I saw it. I went for the slide. That was a little too far. I definitely could have got washed right there, but he probably didn't realize or wasn't ready for it, so he didn't punish. Didn't punish that either. Forward heavy punch is -8 at any range. If I space it out, you can get sweep punish with Guile. Guile has a 7-frame sweep, I think. Missed his combo. I did it again because he's not punishing it, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. I went to get my V trigger up. I didn't buffer there. That was bad. Got impatient. Okay, that was good armor. Alright, that was a good way to avoid it. Okay, he activated, and he tried to dash up. Wait, did he just activate off a flat? Did he activate off a something? No, he activated off a low forward. He did like the shoto string, jab, jab, low forward. Yeah, that was a bad activation on his part. He probably didn't charge, so he kind of panicked in a sense, because he wanted the activation, a better one. But yeah. Yeah, so guys don't really get good pressure off of most activations. Yeah, I saw the dash. I knew that Guile can't really get much off of that, and he tried to dash, so I just reacted. And went for EX to get as much punish off of the reaction I had. Okay, let me go to training. Let me go over some stuff. But yeah, bull slide is very important. And that matchup is very good against Guile. He has a hard time dealing with that for sure. Even jumping in on it. He can jump in if he's like spacing out correctly. But yeah. That doesn't matter. But yeah, if he's using V skill 1, you can go under it. There's, you know, you get a lot of time because you can see it come out. If he goes into flash kick and tries to do V skill, you can punish that. Let me just show you. Say for example, he just hit you with a flash kick, and he's going into this, right? You just got hit by a flash kick, you're over here, and he's going for that. See, you kind of just walk up and react to it. Even if he doesn't throw out the full version, you're still safe from that range. Here, you become -5 at most, I think, from that range. -5, -6 at most. You have to be -7 or up for him to sweep punish you, or get anything from that range. So that's why it's really good against Guile from footsies. But there are certain situations where you can't use it. Like I was saying in the matchup, if I do off of this scenario, wait, is this sweep? Yeah, okay. If I do off of this scenario and go in the slide, I'm -6. Wait, what? No, my bad. -6. Not sweep, my bad. He can get a crouching medium, even a better punish. Alright. This crouch medium? Yeah, so he gets a better punish. I can't make him do the whatever option, but yeah. He can get a sonic boom. I'm not sure if you get flash kick from that range, but he can definitely get a conversion off a crouching medium. So I can't do this. If I hit any character that has a good 6 frame punish or -6 punish, I can't do this against them. The slide after this. And the problem is, even if I move back, I'm still not in good range to go for it. Like if I move back, that's still -6. Oh, but I wasn't in range though. Yeah, I guess. Thing is, I don't want to walk back, because then they can just backdash out of that situation, or just walk back and get out of there. Like if I walk back a little bit. Okay, I never thought about that. I never thought about doing that actually. Good thing I lived this. Never thought about walking back and doing that. I guess if I know the person's waiting to punish, I could do that. Okay. But if I give them too much time, I guess they can punish. I'm not sure. In the corner, obviously, I get OP. I get a good OP. But yeah, after that scenario of any birdie players doing that, you can punish that. This too, what do you call it? This string. Like I was saying, that's probably why I built up such a bad habit of doing that. Probably because when I was playing this guy, I noticed that he wasn't punishing it, so I just kept doing it. And then I play a match where a player knows how to counter, and I'm just autopiloting this, and then that happens, right? And I constantly start getting mauled because I was playing a matchup where I'm literally getting away with stuff, and then I start getting punished. The reason why a lot of birdie players do this because they're plus, so they figure that their sweep is going to be able to come on time before another person's sweep. But you gotta remember, birdie's sweep is 12 frames. 12 frames on startup is very slow. A lot of moves that birdie has is very slow, so, or on startup at least. So that's why these things work. You know, medium punch and this, you know, it's gonna work. It's a riskier counter option, but yeah, like obviously I could just do this and wait and then punish, right? Or hold bullhorn obviously when I do it. Wait, oh yeah. And then get a punish and get a little bit of Oki, right? And you have to guess. So that's where the problem comes from for doing that, for trying to challenge, I guess. If I know that you're constantly trying to challenge back, I do have options, which is great. But that's the main option a lot of players use to counter birdies. The unfortunate thing about Guile sweep is that it lasts long. Most characters it whiffs, right? When you wait for the sweep, it whiffs. But with Guile, since it has so much startup, it's such a risky option for Guile to use in neutral. So that becomes hard for Guile. Guile actually has a little bit of a hard time in neutral with this character because of these options that he has. He can just sit there and wait for Guile to kind of make a mistake and then punish him. So that's why that becomes very like taxing for the Guile player, and he has to stick to either just laming me out, you know, and baiting me. Because the thing is, I have a slow jump. That's why zoners are really good against birdie. I have a very slow jump, so it enables zoners to have more time when they throw a projectile to anti-air me, so they don't have to worry so much. So they get certain setups are real, become real, since I don't have a good jump in. I mean, so, and the problem with medium kick jump in is that it can be 0. It can be minus if I get it on top. Because if I try to get a fast jump in, you know, they block it on minus or 0, right? And they could just punish me. I mean, 0 is not bad against Guile because it's a 4-frame. So that's why this becomes a little bit easier. That's why I say, like, I have a little bit easier time against Guile. It's a little more manageable for my character due to Guile not having a 3-frame, and plus he doesn't have like what do you call it? I don't know, his normals aren't really that prioritized besides back fierce and stand heavy kick maybe and forward heavy kick. But yeah, I can kind of just bait out Guile in that sense. If he's trying to constantly counter me, the Guile player doesn't have to do that. He can literally just sit back, back fierce, forward heavy kick to try to stop me. And if I know he's constantly doing that, I have to go for this, you know. It becomes a matchup thing. Oh yeah, I forgot to go over that too. He wasn't punishing this. At max range, you can go for sweep at every single time. You know, if you don't want to worry about trying to react to the spacing at first, and you just want to punish it, this is the best option, sweep. Obviously up close you can get a crouch medium, I believe. You know, depending on the character, you can get a lot more of a punish. So, you know, these things become a lot riskier for me. And the problem is I don't want to gain these bad habits when I'm playing against players that know what they're doing against my character. Drink some water. Because half of the time I play online, I'm playing against people that don't know what to do against the character. So I'm almost guessing. I'm 50-50 in myself if this player knows or not. If I don't know the player, I'm just guessing if they know or not. If they do know, then I can't make those mistakes. But I gain those bad habits from playing matches where players aren't doing anything about the moves I have. So I gain a lot of bad habits. But okay, let me stop talking about that and let me just go over more stuff. Like more basic understanding of like what to use, I guess, in the neutral. I think I went over like just slide, and if you really could read it, you know, go for chain. You could read the projectile coming up. The one thing you can't really do is bullhorn. It's even though it's a good option, you're not reacting to fucking Guile throwing a fireball in front of your face. When you're in range of a bullhorn, you're not reacting. Sorry to tell you, you're not reacting that close to get a punish on Guile. You have to read it. Oh, what? Wait, which one did I do? Like, you're not reacting to that. Right? That's the problem. Damn, bro. That's the problem with the bullhorn. It has some startup on it. I swear, if they sped this up, that would be so much, a little bit better, man. It's minus 19, bro. It's my only like good counter. There's zoners that are way better that in this sense. You know, I have to make a read. That's a read. That's just me knowing that he's gonna throw it out at that time and just going for it. At least make it a little faster so I can at least react to it up close. Because if I try to stand too far to go for it, it'll whiff. Because the farther I am, the more time I get, obviously, to react. You know, so I gotta make sure I'm like at the perfect range, but that happens, you know. So that's why it's a bad option. And then jumping in is bad because he recovers. See, he was able to move forward after that. He recovers in time because of my slow jump. That's why Birdie struggles against zoners, because of that scenario there. And all I can do is stay here and try to bull slide to get in. right? That becomes what I have to do. Bull slide and make hard reads to get in. And when I get armor, I can't react. When I have armor, I can. It's a little easier to react, right? Because you can take the hit and, you know, it's a little easier to react to. The problem is that it's just a little harder because you lose your anti-air properties. Not necessarily I can still anti-air when I'm holding armor, but it becomes a little more difficult because when players know that you're going for a lot more harder options, they're just going to start playing very aggressive, right? Once players know that Birdie is kind of struggling up close against a zoner, they're just going to stay up close. The problem with Guile, he has to sit back though. That's why it's hard for him. He can't really walk me down because he has to charge his sonic boom. He has to charge his special moves. Characters that don't have to charge, they can walk me down and stay close to me and throw fireballs because I can't react. And if I jump, DP, free DP. I have a slow jump, DP. Guile can't do that. He has to walk back and sit, so which gives me time to space myself out, right? So it makes it easier for me to walk him down, right? That's really what happens. So that's why Guile is a little more manageable with Birdie, or a charged projectile character, because they can't walk me down while throwing the fireball. They have to eventually sit. So that's why it's not so bad for Birdie. And I have this too to counter a lot of his stuff, right? Because against any other zoner, I'm forced to just try to poke you out, you know? I gotta try to lame you out, you know, or make a really good read on the fireball. I don't even think it punished there. I just not set him to block after. I look how much time it takes for me to get to jump in. Like if I try to react to a fireball, kind of read it a little bit and go for a jump in. Oh yeah, I set him to crouch though, like that way. So he gets time to block. That's the problem. I do get a jump in, at least I guess. Thing is, you have more time to kind of react. At least if a guy's on hitbox, then that's a big problem. But yeah, it's not too bad, I guess. I get a jump in at most, right? I get a jump and I get in. The problem is if a character has a DP, a good DP, I'm fucked. I get zoned out my ass, or urine too. But I'll go over those matchups another day. Yeah, that's why this matchup isn't too bad. I do get in at least on Guile. See? So there, he kind of went under. So yeah. See how slow the jumping is? If I try to react to it, if I make a good read, you know. Well, if you're using crouch feed, I kind of bait it like that because of the way Birdie's jump works. But yeah, you see what I'm talking about, right? Like you see what I'm trying to like explain. That Guile has he recovers fast. You know, he's a zoner. So you mostly want to just kind of just wear him out with like these tactics, and he has to kind of, you force him to move in and try to move in on you, and you stick these buttons out to stop him. I really hope I'm explaining this right, or at least it's like making sense. You know what I mean? Because he has to kind of walk, he has to kind of get in. You know. In terms of your own V skills, it's a little difficult against Guile. You can get it after this. You can quick rise and throw EX Sonic Boom though, I believe. Yeah, usually I know not to do that, but yeah, I didn't go over that, my bad. So yeah, Guile can definitely punish that. Let me just go over it. Yeah, because I went over that before about the characters, what they can punish you with, so to be careful doing. Yeah. Didn't go over that. Alright. Well, that was backward, hold on. Yeah, he could punish that for sure. He could punish that for sure. I can get it out at least, but he could just punish me for that. Okay. So, just like our Mika, if Guile has meter, do not do that. You can throw a banana though if he doesn't have meter. If he doesn't have meter. Yeah. The problem with that, even though you got the banana out, you have to like quick rise, I believe. Maybe you could walk up and jump in. You might have enough time though to get an anti-air. Yeah, I believe you will. Like if you do this, throw the banana out, right? Quick rise and then anti-air him. If he tries to walk up and jump over it, yeah, I think you can anti-air him in time. Yeah. That's like basic stuff, I guess, but it's always good to go over like the basics of, what to do and not to do against this character. It's hard though, a lot of Guile players that don't know the matchup, it's hard when a player doesn't know and they start just trying to like jump in, dash up, jump in, do a lot of crazy shit. So you gotta be aware of that. The forward fierce is not bad with Guile against Birdie. The only problem is that, I don't know, Birdie's counters to it is a little rough. Not rough necessarily, but like, it's not hard. You could just crouch and medium it, right? Into bullhorn. You could do a lot of stuff with that. So you can punish that. Yeah, most characters sweep it back. Just easy, just sweep it. Problem with doing it with Birdie is that his sweep is slow. So, like I said, because of his slow normals, it kind of causes a problem. You have to go for other tools or options. Yeah. Hope I'm not missing anything. Like, I went over the chain. The chain goes through that. If you're trying to zone you out with V skill. V skill 2, you have to use bullhorn a lot. Because it's almost like Akuma's air fireball. Just that he can only go for that, right? He can't. Akuma doesn't have to go for the air fireball. Guile, when he's in that motion, he has to go for that. He can't just stop and then go for a normal jumping. If Guile was able to control that from a normal jump, like for example, if Guile's V skill 2 looked like his jumping, that would be a problem, obviously, because then I'll have to guess. Freaking nose. Alright. Go over this. Yeah. So if it looked like, if it looked like a normal jumping, it obviously doesn't. You literally could tell that he's gonna throw a V skill 2 out. Has a very odd looking motion. It's hard to react to sometimes though, but yeah. It's not too easy to react to. But it's minus if he's too close. So I guess that's the good part about it. It's punishable, so if he's doing it up close like that, you can kind of punish him. So yeah, it's not really too good. It's mostly like a distance thing, but guess what? I got bullhorn. And the farther you are, the more I can react with it. So V skill 2 is not good against Birdie either. So yeah. I think the better one at the end of the day is V skill 1, because at least he can go full screen and get it started, you know what I mean? Full screen, I can't do anything. Yeah, at full screen, I have to like just try to throw out my V skill down and try to trade off. That's what winds up happening. If a guy wants to play that lane, that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna wind up being full screen. I have to throw this out, and we're gonna have to like battle each other. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I forgot to switch the skills up. All right. But yeah, I think the OGs, the V trigger 1, V skill 1 is probably the best for Guile. Yeah, full screen, if you're doing that, if he's charging, just throw all you can and try to walk him down. Like you see him getting ready, just that doesn't work. The hitbox too big. You can do EX though, I believe. Yeah, you have to time it though a little better. You can still get hit by the projectile if you don't do it right, but yeah. But hopefully I won over, or hopefully the match helped a little bit, and I kind of helped Guile players in the sense. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, something couldn't upload. I think a previous video didn't upload there. Okay, whatever. But yeah, what was I going over again? Oh yeah, I was talking about the Guile. So the Guile matchup before. Hopefully that helped you guys understand a little bit, But I kind of helped the Guile players in a sense because I went over what he can punish. Cause at the same time, you're helping me, Even though I'm teaching a person how to punish my moves and all that stuff, it's gonna help me too, not gain these bad habits. When I play players that know what they're doing, I'm just gonna get punished and bodied because I'm doing things because I'm getting bad habits from winning matches against players that don't know what to do. So at the end of the day, you are getting better, even though you are getting countered and all that. You are getting better because you're not gonna have these bad habits anymore because you're gonna learn from losing for doing them. But if you're not losing for doing these mistakes, then you're gonna get godded eventually, or not god, but you're gonna get downloaded eventually by players that know what to do in their matchup. So yeah, hopefully that was good enough. I know I didn't do like a crazy training setup, but And hopefully that was enough to kind of like get a good breakdown, I guess, of like the matchup. And you guys could tell me any more information maybe I was missing or anything I didn't go over that, you know, please, you know, comment down, say like, you know, anything about this matchup that you know, that, you know, that I might have not known before to do, or any like weird tricks that Guile has. I know Guile's offense is great, you know, but I don't know if I'm gonna go over countering that necessarily. You know, V reversal is the best against just getting Guile off of you, because most of his strings in the corner to revolve his sonic boom, unless if he's really close. Is minus now, so you can't do that anymore. So yeah, if he does a sonic boom in your face, he's minus. But besides that, he's just mostly gonna try to throw you a lot and make you guess from there. You know, crouch short throw or crouch short forward heavy kick. Right, that's gonna be the meta against you that he's gonna want to do. Grab you or shimmy you with his forward heavy kick when he's up close. Or just go for pressure. He has good pressure too. Stand medium, crouch medium. But yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to remember. I know I'm doing it literally in the middle of this, but because with his block strings like this, the reason why you can't bullhorn through it is because if he does certain versions, your bullhorn won't come out fast enough. See? That's why they should speed it up a little bit. It's minus 19, bro. It's minus 19 on block. They should speed it up a little bit. Don't reel the hitbox back, that's fine. You know, but if you're gonna take away the reel back, you know, then at least give me projectile invincibility on it from start, like, and a little, you know, make it a little faster. I believe it is projectile invincibility from the start, but it has startup to it, where it's not. Obviously, if I get hit, it's not fully invincible from the beginning. Just make it that, so I can at least get through projectiles when I'm up close against like a Shoto character that's literally just cramming fireballs in my face, and I can't jump in because I have a slow jump in, so I just get anti-tired. Alright, I'm just complaining. Never stop complaining. And hopefully this helped. I know it was like all over the place a little bit. Sorry about that. It's a little difficult because I keep going from one thing to another because there's a lot to talk about from experiences with the matchup. You know, I know it wasn't really like a basic understanding, but yeah, hopefully this helped. You know, let me know, you know, anything. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.